Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Ubuntu 26.04 LTS has officially arrived, bringing the latest Linux technologies, improved hardware support, updated desktop experience, security enhancements, and long-term support for years to come. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to perform a complete installation of Ubuntu 26.04 from start to finish. In this video, we'll cover downloading Ubuntu 26.04, creating a bootable USB drive using Rufus, configuring your computer to boot from USB, installing Ubuntu as the only operating system, setting up Ubuntu after installation, running Ubuntu, and preparing your system for everyday use. Whether you're coming from Windows, switching from another Linux distribution, or installing Ubuntu on a brand new machine, this guide will walk you through every step. Let's get started. Before we begin, you'll need a few things. First, a USB flash drive with at least 8 GB of storage. Second, a computer currently running Windows. And third, a stable internet connection to download Ubuntu. One important note before continuing, this tutorial performs a complete Ubuntu installation and removes Windows from the system. If you have important files, documents, photos, or other data stored on your computer, make sure you back them up before proceeding. Once Ubuntu is installed, all existing data on the drive will be erased. Open your web browser and visit Ubuntu website. Navigate to the download section and download Ubuntu desktop. In the download section, you can see Ubuntu 26.04 LTS. You can download that in two main architectures. One is Intel or AMD 64-bit architecture and the other one is ARM 64-bit architecture. You can find out what's new in the Ubuntu 26.04. We have new Genome 50 with optimized fractional scaling, and there are a bunch of other kernel updates as well. The system requirements, we need at least 2 GHz dual-core processor or better. The system memory is on the higher side with 6 GB, at least 25 GB of free hard drive space, either a USB port or DVD drive for the install media, and internet access is also helpful. How to install guide here. So number one is download the ISO image, create the bootable USB, and then boot your laptop or PC from the USB flash drive. So based on your architecture, you can download the Ubuntu version. So while this file is around 6 GB, it will take a while to download. While Ubuntu is downloading, let's prepare the USB installer. Open a new browser tab and visit the Rufus website. Rufus is a lightweight and reliable utility used to create bootable USB drives. Download the latest version available. Once the download completes, launch Rufus. No installation is usually required, simply run the executable. Insert your USB flash drive into the computer. One important thing, any existing data on the USB drive will be erased. Inside Rufus, for device, select your USB drive. For boot selection, select the ISO image you have just downloaded. Leave the default settings unless you have any specific requirements. Ensure the partition scheme is GPT. And target system is UEFI. File system remains the default options, then click start. Rufus may ask how you would like to write the image. Choose the recommended option and continue. Confirm the warning that the USB drive will be erased. The writing process will begin. This may take several minutes. Once the status changes to ready, your Ubuntu installation USB is complete. Choose Rufus and safely eject the drive. Now we need to start the computer using the Ubuntu installer. Insert the bootable USB drive into the computer where the Ubuntu will be installed. Then restart the computer. Press the Shift key, then restart. This will tell the Windows to boot from the USB. Then in this menu, we can choose a USB device. Then choose the correct USB device that we have Ubuntu installed on. We can also use the common keys like F12, F11, F10, escape, or sometimes delete button while we restart. If you want to go other way, this key depends on your computer manufacturer. If you're unsure, check your motherboard or laptop documentation. Once successful, you'll see the Ubuntu boot menu. Select try or install Ubuntu and press enter. Ubuntu will begin loading. Depending on your hardware, this may take a minute or two. Once Ubuntu loads, you will be presented with the welcome screen. Select your preferred language, then click next. You can check out the accessibility in Ubuntu and configure it depending on your needs. Then click next. Select your preferred language. Choose your keyboard layout. Most users can keep the automatically detected option. For me, it's English. If you want, you can just test the keyboard as well. Then click next. Next, you have the option to connect to the internet. You can either choose the wired connection using the Ethernet cable, connect to the Wi-Fi network, or even connect to the hidden Wi-Fi network, or do not connect at all. I will not be connecting to the internet, so I'll just click next. In this window, you have option to either install Ubuntu or try Ubuntu. You can try Ubuntu without removing your current operating system and check it out. If you are sure, you can just install Ubuntu, which will completely wipe out the current existing operating system. You can just click on next. In this window, you have options to install Ubuntu as interactive installation, automated with auto install file, and automated with landscape. For most users, interactive installation is the way to go. Then click next. In this window, we can either choose the default selection, which will just install the essential web browser and basic utilities, or we can choose the extended selection. I will keep that to default selection and click next. Then we can install the recommended proprietary software. I'll click the first option, then click next. In here, we have option to either install Ubuntu alongside Windows Boot Manager, as we have the running Windows operating system, or erase the disk and install Ubuntu as a complete fresh operating system for that device, or we can either choose the installation. As I will be completely removing the current Windows and install Ubuntu, I'll go with the second option and erase disk and install Ubuntu, then click next. Remember, this will completely remove all the data and partitions on the disk and the current operating system. So make sure your data is completely backed up so you don't lose that. Then click next. We can also choose the encryption and file system. I'll go with no encryption, or you can either go with encrypt with passphrase or hardware backed encryption. Then click next. In this, we have to create an account. Just give your name, your computer name, your username, and then password. Then click next. Then select your time zone. Then click next. Just make sure you review your choices and see if everything is fine. You can still go back and make changes if anything is wrong. You can click install. Ubuntu will copy files to the disk, configure the operating system, install applications, and set up the bootloader. This process typically takes between 5 and 20 minutes depending on your hardware. While waiting, Ubuntu will display information about various features including the Genome desktop, privacy controls, software management, productivity tools, gaming support, security features, and more. Once installation completes, you will see a prompt asking you to restart the computer. Click restart now, remove the USB drive when prompted, press enter. Then your system will reboot into Ubuntu 26.04. After the restart, you will arrive at the Ubuntu login screen. Enter your password and sign in. Ubuntu may guide you through a few welcome screens. You can choose if you want to turn on your location services. I'll say no, click next. You can choose your Ubuntu look. You can either go with the default, which is white and with orange accent, or you can go with the dark style. So after you complete the onboarding process, you are now running Ubuntu 26.04. One of the first things you should do is to install the latest update. So if you haven't done, you should connect to the internet for that. So once done, you can open the terminal. Then first thing first, we need to update the application packages. So you can just do sudo apt update and enter your password. Then we'll just enter sudo apt upgrade. Enter your password when prompted. Ubuntu will download and install the latest security patches, bug fixes, and package updates. Keeping your system up to date is one of the best ways to ensure stability and security. You can double check it by going to System Settings, then go to System, and then About. Here you can see our operating system is 26.04 LTS, which refers to the long-term support. And that's it. You now have Ubuntu 26.04 long-term support installed and ready to use. Whether you're a developer, student, creator, system administrator, or someone looking for a fast and secure alternative to Windows, Ubuntu provides a powerful and reliable platform for everyday computing. If this video helped you out, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. Your support helps me continue creating detailed Linux tutorials, open source software, development content, and technical guides like this one. If you'd like to support my work further, you can visit my GitHub profile and explore my open source projects, contribute to any project you find useful, or support this channel through Buy Me a Coffee. Every contribution helps fund future development, testing, tutorials, and community projects. Links are available in the description below. Thank you for watching. I'm Bisal Shrestha. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.